Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you'll learn to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 108, closing up 108. NASDAQ up 41. S&P's up 50, up 18.5. Percentage-wise out here, what you had, folks, you had the Dow Industrials, NASDAQ, and S&P all up about 4 to 5/10%. Gold contract ended up trading up $2.30 at $12.33. Good move on gold, and this is what it was. Gold came down to $12.21 this morning when about 8:30 this morning you had an announcement that China and the U.S. are going to try to get together on these tariffs. What that did is that that basically brought the dollar higher, that brought gold lower. Bottom line, gold as well as silver rejected lower price, start marching forward. What you had there, gold and silver, they came back into their strength, well, not into strength, into their high volume lows, rejected the high volume lows, had lighter volume. Now the bottom line is that we'll see where you get a sign of strength. Well, we haven't had a sign of strength in gold or silver in a long time. Notes and bonds, different animal. So note and bond market came back to its strength yesterday, rejected lower price, had tremendously lighter volume, and you actually got follow-through inside that market today. So that's going to be really intriguing in the aspect that we have the 10-year, it was up 1 tick, the 30 up 13. Now, they both were higher. They had the volume behind the move, though. So when you get into higher price or lower price, and you get the volume, and you don't hold price, most times you're going right back to test that area. So I expect both of them are going to go back to test that higher area from today. And what I expect we're actually going to probably see is that whatever is in the statement tomorrow or Thursday morning when the Bank of England comes out with their rate news, that's where we're going to get that move inside the 10 and the 30. King dollar up 189 ticks, trading 94,300. If we go over to that King dollar and we take a look at it, what you're going to see with King dollar is that yesterday you traded lower. You had a big contraction of volume. The contraction of volume we had out here yesterday, you only did 12,000 contracts. The 12,000 is going against 19. Okay, so there's no more sellers when you go lower. Bottom line, you did 15,000 today. You get an expansion of volume, nothing huge. What we have with the dollar index is this. Each and every time you're up at approximately the 95 area, you have no more buyers. Sellers take over. Each time that we're down to approximately the 93,500 to 94 area, guess what? No more sellers. Bottom line, that's the consolidation that we're in right now. What I do expect we're going to see is that between the Fed statement, the Bank of England, and Friday with the jobs number, we're going to get movement in that market. It's going to try to bust one side or the other. At 4:30, we're going to get the Apple numbers. Apple right now trading at $190.29. Of course, what this is going to do, this is going to move the NDX futures when they reopen. They're going to be closed when this comes out. And what the way Apple looks to me, you get a gap wide open at $168.9. That's problematic. You're at 190. You know, bottom line, I'd get red. Well, we'll find out. It's always nice when they come out with numbers because we'll find out real quick. Once you get into well, they can go to 184 in about a heartbeat. 184 is the top of the strength that was established out here on the weekly basis the week of May 4th. That being said, the real danger at Apple has to do with the high volume swing low that was established out here in all the equities on February 9th. And if you take a look at this, what you're going to see in Apple, I mean, it's a classic. This is absolutely, if you, depending on how long you've been around, this is a Bud Rolf's classic. This is a guy that was with us for years. And what we had is this. You know, a trend that started out here at $104. That's November of 2016. You go topside, you broke the trend with conviction the week of February 9th. The high volume low is sticking out like a sore thumb. That's $150. The high of that low is 160. And then what do? You go all the way back topside with lighter volume. You push into that trend line that was established. Excuse me, folks. What that sets up is that, number two, it sets up, you're testing the trend, you have lighter volume. You have the test, guess what? The test that hasn't been done yet is that the 150. And if you want to see the different correlation where the test was done, Google happened to be the first equity meaning NASDAQ big cap equity, that did do that test. Bottom line is that came back. That tested, if we look at the weekly basis, you're going to see 992, 15.9 million. It tested with 11.8 and just took off. And if you want to see something really wild, I remember this so well. Amazon, folks, was so far ahead of the market at the market crash, because what you had in when Amazon came back, oh, look at this, it's so long ago now, but Amazon, after the crash in 2007, 2006, bottom line, Amazon was the first one to test its high. It's basically as it broke out, and of course, in Amazon's case, it never looked back. You know, if we go back to 2007, you're talking about a $39 stock. Pretty amazing. And I guess time-wise, 11 years is a long period of time, too. There's no two ways about that. Some of the higher volume equities out here, let's go take a look at them. Actually, let's take a look at the volume first. Inside the NYSE, oh, we get some juice. That's going to be interesting. You get you get a billion shares. Ooh, let me go look at the NASDAQ composite then. 1 second. Someone put some juice into that. That is big volume, folks. And you get 2.1 inside the NASDAQ composite. So they're buying something inside the, let me go look at something else. Let me just see this closing trade in the diamonds. Yeah, you get some volume in the diamonds too. So they threw some juice inside that Dow Industrials coming into the close. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Dow finished up 108. NASDAQ up 41. S&P's up 20. Coming right back.